Hello, hello. I'm not doing my full intro right now because I've already missed a lot of the NFL draft. I was out getting ice cream with my family. But we're going to be here reacting to the NFL draft, having fun. Let me get my camera going. Hopefully, it will work. Yep, there we go. All right. We're going to be reacting to the NFL draft. Will Campbell. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. Like, that's pretty much what everyone had. For those who haven't seen, the Jaguars traded up to number 2 for Travis Hunter. I had the Browns taking Hunter at 2, so you know what? I'll take it. So far, I've got the order exactly right. This is the exact order I had for the top 4 was Ward, Hunter, Carter, Campbell. I just had the Browns taking Hunter, not the Jags. But so now the Cleveland Browns are on the clock at number 5 after trading down. The compensation, I believe it. I saw it briefly. You know what? Let's just pull it up. Let's just pull it up. New tab. It was the number 5 pick, a second round pick, number 36. So the Jaguars' second round pick, a fourth round pick, and next year's first round pick goes to the Browns for the number 2 pick. A fourth round pick, so basically they're swapping fourth rounders, and a sixth round pick. So yeah, we have that. Travis Hunter, obviously really good player. Browns, I don't know what the Browns are gonna do now, because I really thought they were gonna go Hunter or Carter at the very least. Like, and now they're both off the board. But hey, you know what? They got an extra first round pick next year. The pick is in. Let's see what they do. Um, for those wondering, I'm just doing this because Goose Duck got pushed back half an hour tonight. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I've got 50 minutes. I'll just go ahead and go live, react to the draft. The pick is in. Maybe Mason Graham. It could be a Mason Graham. It could be a Jalen Walker. I don't think they're going to take Membu. I think it's probably going to be Mason Graham. Let me pull up my mock draft. Who did I have the Jaguars taking here? I think it was Mason Graham. Where's mine? Yeah, I had the Jaguars taking Mason Graham here. So if the Browns take Mason Graham, I'll have the top 5 all exactly correct. They're not going to take Shador. Surely they're not going to take Shador. There's no way they take Shador. At 5. Wait, why do they have the first pick in the second round? Why don't the Titans don't have a second round pick? Huh. I don't know. That's confusing. But anyway, let's see what the Browns do here. Like I said, I really think it's going to be maybe Mason Graham, but I've got no clue. It could be Jalen Walker. Let me see if Maniac wants to get into a call and we could talk together. Let's see if he'll answer, if he even notices. All right. Okay. Oh, it was Mason Graham. Okay. It was in fact Mason Graham. So far I'm 5 for 5 with the first 5 picks. It's just, I had Jags taking Graham and Browns taking Hunter. So I had Ashton Genty here to the Raiders. I don't know if that's gonna be the direction that they go. I mean, Ashton Genty is viewed by many to be the best player in the class, so I don't really see why they wouldn't take him. I mean, it's a very good player at a position of need. I don't really see any reason that they wouldn't take him. Look at the title, May. Look at the title of the stream. We're reacting to the NFL draft. Who are the Raiders going to take here? I do really think it's going to be Genty. The only other thing that I could see them maybe doing is taking Jalen Walker. But I don't think that they're going to go Jalen Walker. They're definitely not going to go Will Johnson. I don't know why it says Will Johnson is best fit. Like, they're not going to take Will Johnson. I don't see that happening. Because this is a big thing for the NFL, and I'm a big NFL fan. That's why. And this is just until the Goose Duck Night starts. And then, once the Goose Duck Night starts, I'll join that. Wow, Raiders really taking their sweet time here. I wonder if they wanted Mason Graham, maybe. Ooh, they could be trying to get Shador, too. They could be trying to get Shador Sanders. I don't think that they're going to take Shador at 6, though. I think if anything, they're going to trade back in at the end of the first and take him. Maybe they're getting phone calls. Maybe somebody wants to jump the Jets and get Tyler Warren. Maybe the Colts want to jump ahead of the Jets. Let's see. All right, the pick is in for the Raiders. Let's see where they go. I really think it's gonna. I think it's just simply going to be Genty, but with how long? Yeah, it is Genty. Okay, it is Ashton Genty, arguably the best player in this draft. It's a position of need for the Raiders. My mock draft is looking pretty good so far. I think 8 is where it's gonna fall apart, but we'll see. All right, Jets are on the clock. Jets, I had taking. Who did I have the Jets taking? I think it was Tyler Warren. No, I had the Jets taking Armand Membu. Okay. It could be Armand Membu. It could be Tyler Warren. They're not going to take Jalen Walker. I don't think edge rusher is a position of need for them, nor is linebacker. Um, we could potentially see a team jump up, trade up here to try to get ahead of the Panthers for Jalen Walker. Like maybe the 49ers, maybe the Dolphins could try to trade up here to get ahead of the Panthers. I doubt the Jets would really be taking those calls when Tyler Warren is sitting right there for them at a big position of need. But we'll see. I think it's crazy that I had the first 6 picks all in the right order in my mock draft. I'm so proud of myself for that. Once again, it was just I didn't predict the Jaguars trading up to 2. I think that this might be where my mock draft falls apart. If it doesn't fall apart here, it'll definitely fall apart at 8 because I had the Steelers trading up all the way from 20 or from 21 to 8 to take Shador Sanders ahead of the Saints. I don't think that's actually going to happen. I just wanted to get spicy with my mock draft. If it does happen, that would be absolutely insane that I predicted that. But I think that we could see Shador Sanders fall a bit. Jets are taking their sweet time as well. Why do the Jets have the 49ers second round pick? When did that happen? I lose track of pick trades so much, so easily. All right, come on, Jets. Get your pick in. Taking your sweet time here. Like I said, though, I do think it's going to be Tyler Warren. It could be an Armand Membu. That's what I had in my mock draft. Um, but yeah, I think that we're gonna see Tyler Warren go off the board here. Oh, pick is in. All right, Jets. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, Jets? Is it going to be Tyler Warren? Is it going to be Armand Membu? Is it going to be somebody else? Is it going to be Tataroa McMillan, maybe? That would be a crazy pick if they take Tataroa McMillan here. Is it going to be Jalen Walker? I doubt it's going to be Jalen Walker. I really don't think they're going to take Jalen Walker here. But if they do, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be that bad of a pick for them because, I mean, Will McDonald has not worked out. They do need somebody to be on that opposite end from Jermaine Johnson. So, and Jalen Walker is a very good edge rusher. And he can play off ball linebacker if you need him to. He has that versatility. And if there's one thing NFL teams love, it's versatility. Just look at Travis Hunter going number 2 overall. Look at Graham Barton last year going ahead of Jackson Powers Johnson. For the large reason for that was his versatility, whereas Jackson Powers Johnson mainly just played center. where Graham Barton can play anywhere you need him to on the offensive line. He could play guard, he could play center, he could play tackle if you really needed him to. Let's see. What do we got here, Jets? Come on. I think we're gonna see Tyler Warren here. Oh man. Is it gonna be Tyler Warren or is it gonna be Membu? Oh my gosh. Just the anticipation. It's the one thing I really don't like about the NFL draft is the anticipation of every single pick. Come on. Who's it gonna be? In my mock draft, I had Tyler Warren falling all the way to 13, where the Broncos traded up to take him with the Dolphins um, to get ahead of the Colts. Which, if that happens, I'd be very surprised because I don't think that the Broncos are going to go tight end this draft. Like I said, with my mock draft, I really just wanted to get a little spicy, make it different than everyone else's. All right, what's taking you so long, Roger? Let's get this pick out there. I guess it could be Malachi Starks here, but that would be really shocking. It's Armand Membu. Oh my gosh! Let's go! Oh, my mock draft is perfect through 7, except for the trade up. Oh, that's crazy. That's actually insane. That's actually insane that my mock draft is perfect. Oh man, that's actually insane. Oh yeah. Oh wait, no. All right, Panthers on the clock. This is where my mock draft is going to fall apart. Because I had the Steelers trading up here. And that's not going to happen. What the world just happened? Oh, got it. All right, there we go. That's just not going to happen. Oh, I need to refresh. There we go. Oh, pick is in already. That was quick. It's going to be Jalen Walker. It's just straight up going to be Jalen Walker. There's no world that this isn't Jalen Walker. Which kind of disappoints me because a big thing with this year's draft was that it's being touted as one of the most unpredictable drafts. And so far, this is very predictable. We're probably not going to get through the entire first. Actually, no, we're definitely not going to get through the entire first round before I start Goose Goose Duck. But we're chilling. We'll go until 9:30 my time, which is in half an hour, because that's when Goose Goose Duck will start. And I'll have the draft. I'll be checking in on the draft every now and then during the Goose Goose Duck stream as well to catch up, maybe between rounds, or if I'm dead in game, I'll have a look at it. But yeah, so far, honestly, no surprises so far except the Jags trading up to 2. Like, that's really the only thing. And even then, that's not that big of a surprise. Like, I don't think anyone was predicting it, but it's not surprising because of how touted Travis Hunter is as a prospect. There's absolutely no world where this isn't Jalen Walker to the Panthers. If this is anybody but Jalen Walker, I will be very shocked. Watch it be Shedeur Sanders. If this is Shedeur Sanders, I'm leaving. I'm walking out of my room if this is Shedeur Sanders. It's not going to be. But yeah, no, this is definitely where my mock draft falls apart. I could still get the right order, technically, or at least close. I had the Saints going Tedero and McMillan at 9. Then I had the Falcons trading up to 10 with the Bears to take Jalen Walker. Then I had Calvin Banks going to the 49ers. Shamar Stewart to the Cowboys. Broncos trading up to 13 to get Tyler Warren. Then I had Tyler Booker to the Colts at 14. That's a little bit spicy. A lot of people have him falling further. Then I had Omarion Hampton to the Bears at 15. Michael Williams to the Cardinals at 16. Malachi Starks to the Bengals at 17. Gray Zabel to the Seahawks at 18. That's probably a little bit of a reach, but I think I could see it happening. Then I had Mike Green to the Bucks at 19. The Dolphins, having traded down with the Broncos, take Will Johnson at 20. Will Johnson is ranked highly on here. He's not going to go that high. He's going to fall. There's a lot of injury concerns with Will Johnson. And then I had Jahdae Barron going to the Panthers at 21 after trading down with the Steelers. So I guess maybe they could take corner here, but I don't think Jahdae Barron or Will Johnson really deserve a top 10 pick. So this is going to be Jalen Walker. And I had Colston Loveland to the Chargers at 22. Jahad Campbell to the Packers at 23. I had Nick Emenworry to the Vikings at 24. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. I have no idea how to say it. I had Josh Simmons at 25. Donovan Ezeraku to the Rams at 26. Then at 27, I got a little spicy as well. I had the Raiders trading up from their second round pick and taking Jackson Dart. It's Tedero McMillan? What? I thought that was a lock to be Jalen Walker. What? All right, Saints on the clock. I had Tedero McMillan going to the Saints at 9, so who knows what's going to happen here. It could be Shedeur Sanders. Again, Saints are a team that needs a quarterback. They've got 1 year left on Derek Carr's contract, and he just got injured. So we'll see. It could be a Jalen Walker spot. They do need edge help. I don't think they're going to go wide receiver with Tedero McMillan off the board. Like, maybe they reach on a Mecca Igbuka, but I doubt it. They really need that surefire number one, and Emeka Egbuka is more of a slot guy, which you just don't see slot guys going in the top 10. Hey, David. Rah! Raiders. David, my mock draft was perfect through pick 7, except for the Jags trade up. Like, the exact players are exactly where I had them in my mock through pick 7. I'm shocked. I had Cam Ward at 1. I had Travis Hunter to the Browns. I had Abdul Carter to the Giants. Will Campbell to the Patriots. Mason Graham to the Jags. Genty to the Raiders. And Membu to the Jets. I am shooketh. David, what do you think the Saints are doing here? I have no clue what they're gonna do. Like, genuinely no clue. Because I had them taking Tedero McMillan, and he's gone. Alright, yeah, let's see. It could be Jalen Walker. Shamar Stewart could go here. I think Jalen Walker goes over Shamar Stewart, though. Synced has Tyler Warren here? That's spicy. I don't think it's going to be Tyler Warren. But it could be Jalen Walker. I really like Jalen Walker for any team that he goes to. I think he's going to be great. Bills trade up to pick 10 and draft Jalen Walker, linebacker, University of Georgia. Oh, that'd be amazing. Not really, because we'd probably have to trade our first next year, and I don't want to do that. All right. Come on, Roger. What's taking you so long? Who's it going to be to the Saints? I think Bears. Ooh, Kelvin Banks. Ooh, I like that pick a lot for the Saints. Calvin Banks, Obviously, uh, offensive. He's listed as offensive tackle, but he is one of the ones. A lot of the tackles in this draft have guard flexibility, and so I could see them potentially moving him over to guard. Although I do think that they want just that blindside blocker for Derek Carr as long as they have Derek Carr, you know, and that blindside blocker for whoever their QB of the future is going to be. The tank for Arch Manning is on. Or potentially they could be looking to take like a Jackson Dart or Jalen Milrow in the second. We'll see. But I do really like that pick for the Saints. Obviously, it's not what I had. I had Tedero McMillan, but McMillan went a pick earlier. I think if he was there, the Saints would have taken him. Uh, Bears are on the clock with only 4 minutes left already. Oh, and there it is. The pick is in. I think this could be Tyler Warren, but I doubt it. It could be Omarion Hampton. It could even be. It could even be the kid from Ohio State. What's his name? Is it Travion Henderson? The running back from Ohio State. I doubt it, but it's possible. I've seen some people saying that he could go before Omarion Hampton. Um, but that's if Hampton falls. Like, I don't think Henderson would be going this early. This could be, it could be Jalen Walker. The Bears do have a need on that defensive line. They could get Jalen Walker and he'd slot right into that defensive end spot. And also, Jalen Walker is just simply BPA at this point. I'm really shocked the Panthers didn't take Jalen Walker. But yeah, it could be. A lot of people have Omarion Hampton here. I'm not convinced that Omarion Hampton is a top 10 pick. I had the Falcons trading up with the Bears here to take Jalen Walker, but obviously that's not going to happen because the Bears pick is in. If this is Jalen Walker, though, I wouldn't be upset because that means I got the right pick number for the player. Hmm. This could be Tyler Booker, but I doubt it because they have more of a need at tackle than they do at guard. And all the good tackles are off the board at this, or the top, like the big three tackles are off the board at this point. Um, of Will Campbell, Armand Membu, and Calvin Banks. I have no clue what this is going to be. My best guess is Jalen Walker, but it could be Omarion Hampton. It could. It could be Tyler Warren, but I really don't think it's going to be. It could be Omarion Hampton, but again, I really don't think it's going to be. I'm not sold on him as a top 10 pick. It could be maybe a Walter Nolan, but I doubt he goes this high. I think probably we'll stick around for maybe until the Cowboys pick, depending on how long that takes. And then I'll have to go and set up My Goose Duck stream. Let's see. What do we got here? uh, I think it's just going to be Jalen Walker, but I said the same thing for the Panthers at 8, and it wasn't. So, we'll see. Colston Loveland? What? No shot. Colston Loveland goes before Tyler Warren. What? Oh my god. That's the biggest shock of the draft so far. Wow. Wow. That's really cool. That's really wild. All right, 49ers pick is in. Who did I have? I think I had the 49ers taking Calvin Banks, which he's already off the board. This could be, again, this could be Jalen Walker. I'm going to say that every pick. It could be Jalen Walker. It's not going to be Will Johnson. I'm in shock on that Colston Loveland pick. This could be Walter Nolan. But I don't think that they would take Walter Nolan over Jalen Walker. Let's see. Let's see what the 49ers do here. It could be a Jalen Walker. It could be Shamar Stewart, but again, I don't think Shamar Stewart goes before Jalen Walker. It's not going to be Tyler. This is one that I will say it's not going to be Tyler Warren. If they take Tyler Warren when they have George Kittle still in his prime, I'll be shocked. It could be maybe Emeka Egbuka if they want to reach a little bit. to fill a position of need for the team because they just lost Debo. Um, it could be Malachi Starks to fill the void left behind by Hufanga. Hufanga, these nuts. Um, I don't know. I don't know what else it could be here. I think most likely is just Jalen Walker. But, you know, I've said that for the last 3 picks, and he hasn't gone. So, who knows? Jalen Walker really is BPA right now. Do Cowboys go Omari and Hampton? Do the Cowboys go Omari and Hampton? Jerry Jones has said that running back is not a priority, but that could just be a smokescreen. Because running back is by far their biggest position of need. I had the Cowboys taking Shamar Stewart in my mock, but I could see Omari and Hampton going at 12 to the Cowboys. But then again, Cowboys have a history of not drafting for need. They have a history of just drafting best player available. You know, a couple years ago, you think that they need a corner, they take Micah Parsons. Um, a year after that, you think they need more defense help, they take CeeDee Lamb. So, you never know. Or actually, no, CeeDee Lamb was the year before Micah Parsons. Yeah, you think they need edge rusher, they take CeeDee Lamb. The year after, you think they need corner, they take Patrick Surtain gets taken right before them. They end up with Micah Parsons. You know, the Cowboys like taking best player available. So if Jalen Walker falls here, the Cowboys could very well just take Jalen Walker. But yeah. Let's see. I think it's going to be either Walter Nolan or Jalen Walker, most likely. Somebody else is about to spoil it to me, so I'm clicking off of that tab. Let's see. If they don't take Jalen Walker here, I feel like the Cowboys are going to. And Jalen Walker on the Cowboys would be nasty. I would hate that. All right, come on. Come on, ESPN. The pick is out there. Let's update, please. Somebody said something about the D line, so I'm guessing it's Jalen Walker. Or Walter Nolan. If it's Walter Nolan, my mock draft is screwed because I had Walter Nolan falling quite a bit. I had Walter Nolan at 31 to the Chiefs. Oh my god. Why did I do that in my mock draft? Holy. My mock draft is going to be so wrong. Oh, Michael Williams. Wow. Michael Williams going ahead of Jalen Walker and Shamar Stewart is not something I expected, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. He's a much bigger player than Jalen Walker, 6'5", 260. That is very much the build of edge rusher that the 49ers like. They like the bigger guys that can just bull rush through whoever they need to. I think the Cowboys just take Jalen Walker here. I had Michael Williams at 16 to the Cardinals. So, all right, the pick is already in for the Cowboys. I think it's going to be Jalen Walker. As soon as after this pick comes in, we're going to end stream, and then I'll start up another stream for Goose Goose Duck, just so that they are posted as separate VODs. I don't want them to be posted together. So yeah, let's see what we got here. I do think that this is just going to be Jalen Walker. Like I said, Cowboys have a history of picking just best player available, even if it's not necessarily a position of need. But Jalen Walker does fill a position of need a little bit, because they do need some edge help. They just lost DeMarcus Lawrence, and Jalen Walker can play off the edge. He's very much a Micah Parsons-esque player. I'm not going to directly compare him to Micah Parsons because I don't think that his talent is quite as high as Parsons. However, it's a similar kind of build where he is very capable of playing edge rusher. He's very capable of playing off-ball linebacker. And he has that versatility that NFL teams really like, and that same versatility that Micah Parsons had coming into the league. So I could very well see it. Obviously, in my mock, I had Jalen Walker at 10 to the Falcons after they traded up with the Bears. So he wasn't even on the board for the Cowboys pick. And it's Tyler Booker getting their Zach Martin replacement. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's earlier than I expected him to go, but I don't hate it. All right. I really thought that was going to be Jalen Walker there. Tyler Booker is very good. He is not the 51st best player in this class. He is easily a top 30 player in this class. That's very surprising to me. Derek Harmon being listed as the best fit for the Dolphins is interesting. ESPN has Derek Harmon as the second-ranked D tackle. I don't agree with that. I think Walter Nolan is a little bit better than Derek Harmon. But anyway, that's where we're going to end this stream. I will be back in a few minutes with Goose Goose Duck. And I will be watching the draft off and on. I'll check in every now and then during the Goose Goose Duck stream. So, see ya in a few minutes. Bye.